The night watches. The night waits. The only sounds are the thrum of our engines and the slap of waves against the bow as we cut through the water, moving away from the city lights into the gathering darkness and the unknown. What lies ahead? Some will scoff and say, nothing but what your imagination puts there. Maybe so. But if you dare to explore deeply enough, take the forgotten paths, peer into shunned corners, you'll find there is much in this place of natural wonder that is unnatural. There are many legends of the dells as old as the cliffs and as dark as the river. Many of these tales have been buried in the mists of time. And sometimes they're buried for a reason. The local tribes knew this, and when the first settlers came here more than a century ago, they tried to warn them. Deep in the shadows, they said, far back from the riverbank, there is a narrow passage between the high cliffs, a hidden canyon. Inside the canyon runs a stream of water that is cold as ice, cold as death. This place is a place where dark spirits have dwelled for ages, even before man walked upon the earth. And they're ruled by a malignant evil, the Old One, who watches and waits for those foolhardy enough to come near. To trespass there is to provoke. To linger there is to die. But the newcomers didn't heed this warning. A trapper had sought out that canyon and discovered the stream inside wasn't just cold. It was gold. The water glittered with it. The news unleashed a flood of people. Prospectors and miners came, eager to stake a claim. And settlers followed, eager to build a better life. Soon, a frontier town was being raised, plank by plank. They named it Coldwater City. All sorts passed by on its wooden walkways. Fur traders and farmers, butchers and blacksmiths, rivermen and lumberjacks, and the saloon keepers who catered to them. And in the dark heart of it all was the mine. The mine, dug in the midst of the canyon, worked day and night by men driven by a lust for gold. No one knew how far down it went. The miners joked they were digging all the way to hell. Then one day, they reached it. It said the miners broke through into an ancient crypt and set something loose that was never meant to get out. The Old One itself spawned in the earliest ages of heaven and earth. Up above in the settlement, the wind started howling like a banshee. The sky turned black as night, and people heard the screams of miners echoing far below the earth. They tried to run, but things even darker than the mine, summoned by the Old One, swept up from the shaft. Wraiths and demons and faceless, hungry things with gaping jaws. Worst of all was a creature straight out of nightmares. Some name it Barbwing or Night Stalker. Others call it the Wendigo. Moves on four limbs like a spider, but big as a horse and swift and silent as the grave. To the grave is exactly where it sends anyone who encounters it. The thing shambled through town. It said that some brave souls, the famous riverman Whiskey Jack among them, tried to rally and resist, but you can't kill what's already dead. And whether they tried to fight or run or hide, they died. But even that wasn't the worst of it. The Old One didn't just destroy their bodies. It captured their souls, stopped them from moving on. And now it's said they haunt the ruins of Coldwater City, never to escape, firm in the grip of the Old One, slowly being turned and corrupted to join his dark legions for eternity. Only one person lived to tell this tale. An animal trainer with a traveling circus that had set up far on the edge of town, just far enough that he was barely able to escape by diving into the rushing river and washing up near death at Kilburn City. He lay in a hospital bed for a long time. His hair turned stark white, his eyes wild, his lips silent. But it's said that right before he breathed his last, he suddenly gasped out this story, ending with a warning to anyone who would dare enter the canyon. A warning that you do well to heed. There is a worse fate than death, and you'll find it there. Since that day, no one has dared venture into the haunted canyon. For those who go in, never come out. They disappear like ghosts in the mist.
No, I think we're going that way.
Yeah, we're always tonight.
Maybe we both are not allowed to go there.
The sunset is like that. On the side.
There's a chair there. How do we... Wait, what if we're going to the same spot that we went to?
Could be.
That's dumb. But okay.
Night is different than daytime. Probably different aspect. Cool though.
Ayan. Diyan ka.
Sis. Isa dyan.